A time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, what I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like I let him down, cause he know, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Cards. Judge at the ringside. Eric Marlinski scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw.
Adrien Broner wasn't in Tank Davis's training camp for his fight against Lamont Roach, but he had a lot to say. Broner didn't mean to attack Davis, who he calls his little brother. He just said some honest things, mentioning that Tank seems tired after all these years, which might be why he announced his retirement in December.
Right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he love me to death. He know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
He said that in his fight against Frank Martin, Tank showed signs of being tired, which wasn't there before. To Broner, Tank has had a great career, so whatever is wrong now, whether it's age or fatherhood, he's done enough already. Broner then made a big statement saying he thought Tank won the fight against Lamont Roach. He added that Roach didn't do enough to beat Tank. This is just the latest example of Tank Davis not taking his boxing career seriously enough before his fight against Francisco Fona nearly 8 years ago, which was part of the big Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor event. Davis missed important events during fight week, like the grand arrivals. He did the same thing last year before his fight with Frank Martin, even though he was the main event. On top of that, Davis didn't make weight for the Fona fight.
You won't get too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision.
Tank Davis has had some legal problems, including spending 44 days in jail in 2023 for breaking house arrest rules. He was also given 3 years of probation in May 2023. Even with these issues, Davis is a very talented boxer with great punching power for his size. He's recently talked about possibly retiring. Now, Tank needs to decide if he's ready to work hard both in and out of the ring to stay an undefeated champion and one of the biggest names in boxing. He also said he might have another fight before a rematch with Lamont Roach. Davis needs to win that rematch strongly if he wants to stay one of the most popular American boxers.
As soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with.
Many people think Roach Jr. and his team have a strong case to get the decision changed if they appeal, which they are already working on. Roach Jr. has hinted about this on social media. He shared his thoughts on March 5th, saying people are wrong if they think Tank had an off night. Roach said from the start that he felt like he won, and he didn't say Tank was easy to beat. He also claimed that the knockdown should give him the win. Roach Jr. said he handled things in the ring and doesn't want to sue anyone, but he just wants to make sure the knockdown is counted and reported correctly.
So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
Someone said if the knockdown is overturned, Roach would win by split decision instead of unanimous decision. Roach Jr. said the judge who scored the fight for Tank gave him that round. If the knockdown counts as 10-8 for him, he would win by 3 points. Roach Jr. is right. If the knockdown is overturned, he would win by unanimous decision. But he would be happy with either result. The main point of the fight is that Tank wasn't a bad fighter, but Roach fought really well and had the right skills and planned to challenge Davis.
Think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man,
think about the ninth round? How frustrated are you that the knockdown wasn't counted? This doesn't mean Tank doesn't deserve some criticism. Many people have said Tank starts slow and is too careful with his punches, which almost cost him the fight. Some even think he should have had a draw on his record. In the ninth round, Tank thought he could take a break by going down on one knee and believed it was okay to ask his team to wipe grease from his eyes. He thought the referee would give him special treatment, and this should be criticized. But Roach deserves more praise than Tank deserves criticism. Roach faced a strong counterpuncher and beat him. He didn't fall for Tank's tricks and waited for the right moment to make his own moves.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to
When Roach traded punches with Davis, he did it just long enough to show he was serious. Then he backed off and stopped fighting. Roach must have a strong chin because even though his defense and counters helped him avoid many clean punches, he still got hit a few times on the jaw but kept going. In the end, he was there to hear the scores, which is something Tank's opponents usually don't do. Davis was the favorite to win, and many people thought the fight wouldn't be close. But some boxing experts thought Roach would be a strong challenger. Still, no one expected Roach to take away Tank's perfect record.
he had the white shirt out his eye. But the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in it. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
The result of the fight is a lesson for big stars to take the biggest fights when they can. Because sometimes the fight you think doesn't matter is the one that can hurt you. Still, any damage to Davis's reputation can be fixed quickly. He just needs to sign up for a rematch with Roach and win next time. After the fight, Davis hinted at a bigger fight coming first, and some people guessed it could be Tank versus Stevenson. If that's the fight Davis has in mind, then unfortunately, it has lost some of its excitement.
But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?